go back to Birth of the Star when it says the birth of the star begins in a cloud of cosmic dust and gases called into.
You know, I absolutely agree. I'm going to put my finger up here. Everyone track up here so they know where I'm looking. The birth of a star. Rihanna, that's a point for Rihanna because she saw something that I didn't. This actually says what the birth of a star is. So everyone underline that, and we're going to bring it back here to birth of the star. Very, very deep. We're going to go back down to the subtitle from, the heading, From Death to a Black Hole. Everyone track along with me. From death to a black hole. What once shined as a stellar body eventually shrinks to a point in space that has no dimension. Wow, that's a heck of a death. I'm going to underline that because I just read that the death is when it shrinks down. Justin is already ahead of me. Good job, Justin. This point, called a singularity, is at the exact center of a black hole. It has all the mass of the original star, but it can't be seen. The gravity of a black hole is so strong that nothing can resist its pull. An invisible shell forms an outer border around the black hole. This is known as the event horizon. Anything that moves within the event horizon will be pulled toward the center of the black hole, never to escape. That is why scientists say that a black hole is the end of space and time. That sounds pretty depressing. There were some more details in there that I'm not going to underline. Next paragraph. Turn the page, por favor. Everyone should be tracking the top of the page. Here I go again. To get an idea of what a black hole is like, picture a round balloon with a tiny ball inside of it. The ball represents the singularity at the center. The balloon is like the event horizon. If something were to pass through the shell that surrounds the black hole, represented by the balloon's membrane, it would have to travel faster than the speed of light to escape the pull of gravity at its center. Since nothing can travel at such high speeds, the object would disappear forever. That'd be a crazy way to go. Not even light can escape once it travels past the event horizon. Gravity pulls the light towards the singularity and does not allow any of it to reflect. Without light, black holes look like black nothing against space. Therefore, no one can see a black hole. Wow, just like that paragraph before, this is a whole lot of detail that I'm not sure directly relates back to the from death of a black hole. So this is detail that I'm not going to underline. I get to skip this whole paragraph pretty much. Last paragraph. Black holes sound a little frightening, but don't worry. As far as we know, they do not fly around our solar system gobbling up our planets. Instead, think of the exciting possibilities. If invisible black holes exist, imagine what else is out among the stars. Again, that seems like that's interesting to me, but it didn't relate back to that subtitle or my title. So, next step for me. All eyes up here so I know we're with me. We found our text features. What went right behind me up here, right here, we're going to write our main idea because we found the important information. So as I think in my head, what is the main idea? I'm going to look back at the title. The title is The Black Holes When Stars Die. And I'm going to look at all this information that I underlines. And most of it's about what happens when a star dies and becomes a black hole. Thank you, Justin, for shining on. This is going to be my main idea. And I want everyone to write this down too. A black hole is created when a star dies and shrinks. Shrinks down to almost nothing. I can't really wrap my head around that, but scientists are smart people. See everyone with that main idea written down. Harry's already got it. So does Jonathan. Looks like we're ready to go. Justin already has some ideas on these questions. I'm excited, but I'm going to do them in my head so you guys can see how I want you guys to do it in a second. This is the challenging part. You guys are about to do MCAS questions. You pumped? Nod? No? I'm going to shine on you guys for a little bit of luck. Here we go. What is the main idea of this passage? Well, that's convenient. Didn't we just write down our own main idea? Yeah, we did. So when it asks me what my main idea is, I already wrote it down. I'm going to look for the answer that best reflects what I wrote down. Tabitha, could you repeat for me what my main idea is? Sweet. So I'm going to look for something that looks like my main idea. What is the main idea of this passage? Some stars live 10 or 11 billion years. Thumbs up, thumbs down. I need everyone's opinion. I got a whole lot of thumbs down. Let's skip it. B. A black hole is the final stage in the birth, life, and death of a star. Thumbs up, thumbs down. I got a whole lot of thumbs up. And I totally agree. That reads almost exactly like Shine on You Guys. That looks almost exactly like the main idea that I wrote. However, I have to read the other ones. Even if that sounded really good, I have to read the other ones. I gotta know if they're even better. So C. The event horizon forms a shell or border around the center of a black hole. Closer or further away? Good or better or worse? Thumbs up, thumbs down. I agree. Not closer. And lastly, black holes are not located in our solar system. Sweet. A lot of thumbs down. I agree. We have B, which I saw that Justin did before we even got to that, which, point for Justin. I'm very excited you guys are going to do this. Shine on. Second question. What is the main idea of the section titled Death of a Star? We're focusing in on one section now. Let's turn back to that first page and look at it. The life and death section. Turn back to the first page. What did we underline in our life and death section? Justin, read for me what we underlined. In the life and death section. You're on the right page there?
Yeah.
Oh, they changed the... they changed this a little bit without letting me know. The death of a star. That's the section we're going to be looking at.
Before it burns all of its fuel, the star eventually runs out of energy too. It begins to cool, shrink, and
Collapse.
collapse. Yeah.
Cool. That's what we underlined. Let's see if we can find something like that among the answers that we see. Got to sit up nice and tall, sweetheart. Turn back to the questions. See, everyone turn back to the questions. We need to find something that sounds like that language about shrinking and dying and collapsing. What is the main idea of this section? A star lives for 10 to 11 billion years. Yes or no? Is that our answer? Thumbs up, thumbs down. I see a lot of thumbs down. You're right. That was in there. That's an okay answer because we read that, but it's not the main idea of that section because it's not what we underlined. How about B? Gravitational pull causes the particles in the star to pull together. Thumbs up, thumbs down. I'm seeing thumbs down. I agree. Another true statement that we read that didn't have to do with what we underlined in that section. C. Stars can shrink to the size of a tennis ball. Thumbs up, thumbs down. This one's trickier for me. Yes, ma'am?
I think it's wrong because it was only a detail.
Point for Tabitha. Fantastic. That was in detail. It was true and it was in there, but it's just a detail. So that kind of leaves us D. Stars eventually run out of energy, shrink to a very small size, and die. Shine on you guys, that is exactly what we underlined. There's our answer. D. Sweet. You guys can do this. You guys help me more than I help myself in that. Turn to the next page. I want to see everyone turning to dynamic Jupiter. Naja's already there. Tyree's already there. Joanna's already there. Let's have it's good to go. Here we go. So, all eyes up here before we get started. Eyes up here, please. Tyree. Yeah. You guys have steps you're going to follow. I'm going to read it out loud. You're going to underline. You're going to connect to the text features. That's going to be your important information. That's going